Hi, are you someone who's struggling to manage homework and school or college and extracurriculars and having hobbies and a social life and a sleep schedule that makes you gulp down 4 cups of coffee in the morning before you can even get any work started? You're in the right place. Hello, fellow humans. Welcome to a brand new video. If you're seeing me for the first time, hi, my name is Zoya, and that's the most conventional YouTube intro I've ever done. I don't think I've said this before. Anyway, today we're talking about organization, one of my favorite things to talk about. And I'll cut right to the chase. So the number one tip that I give to literally anybody, including myself, who feels like their life is falling apart, is to plan. And no, I'm not talking about retirement plans or employment plans or plans about how many kids you're gonna have. You'll have plenty of time to figure that out. I'm just talking about a plan for your day. You know that there are all these things that you need to do, but you just can't bring yourself to actually do them. And that's because you've been storing your literal to-do list in your head. And our brains are only designed to carry so much information. All of it will slowly start building up until you get so overwhelmed that you end up doing nothing at all and or having a meltdown in the middle of the week about how much pending work you have to do. Not speaking from personal experience or anything. So trust me on this, you don't know the wonders of having a plan for your day. Make a list of everything that you need to do, and I'm talking about the littlest of things, from taking a shower, to doing your homework, to studying for a test, to making Maggie in your kitchen at 2 a.m. in the morning if that's what you fancy. If it is in your head, it has to be noted down. And once you start doing this, you won't even realize it, but you'll suddenly start feeling so much more in control of your own life, which is the ultimate point of planning anyway. So I have tried many different ways of planning back in the day, and in my years of experience, I have realized that the best way to go about this is to use an actual physical planner. I don't know, there's just something about writing stuff down on paper that convinces your brain that now that this task is out of my head, now that it's out in the real world, I have to do it. So the planner that I use is this beautiful lavender accomplished planner by this brand called Atelier Neorah. I really hope I'm pronouncing their name right. And first of all, it's lavender. I mean, what else do you really want from life? Secondly, I love how it has a monthly planner in the beginning, and then it goes on to have a weekly planner, which is so handy. And every week has a separate column for your goals and the things you need to do, and a little habit tracker, which is so cute, and things you've accomplished and things you're learning and things you're grateful for. And at the end of every week, there are also 2 blank pages for notes that I usually use for a brain dump or jotting down ideas. The paper quality, she's thick. The grids are made in a very light gray color, which is so convenient because it's not distracting at all when you write on top of them. It also has a cute little pouch at the back of it for storing cash and candy. And it also comes with 3 metallic stickers. I mean, if you know me, you know I'm a sucker for anything metallic. Another really cool thing about this planner is that it is totally handmade. I mean, how often do you get to see that anymore? And also it's made from 100% European vegan leather. There are so many really amazing things about this planner that I absolutely love, like this little pen loop. How cute. 3 bookmarks, a very sturdy elastic for securing all your secrets. I don't want to sound like an advertisement poster with this, but I genuinely really like this planner a lot, and I think I'm going to use it for a long time. So if you want to check it out, you definitely should. I'll link it in the description, and you should also check out other products that this brand makes. Anyway, moving on. So by now you know that you need to have a plan for your day. So every day you're going to make to-do lists for yourself of all the things that you need to do, and you're going to set daily goals for yourself. But an important thing to remember here is to not set unrealistic goals for yourself. Like one morning you wake up and you're feeling really motivated and you write in your to-do list that you're going to finish the entire syllabus of chemistry today. And this might sound brutal, but no, you're not. You're going to study 2 chapters, max. Then you're going to get really overwhelmed and cry for the rest of the day about how much organic chemistry sucks. So you're really going to make sure that you only set goals that you know you can achieve in one day. Don't push yourself too much, know your limits, and always start out easy. Another really important thing to remember here is to always break down your goals. Like you want to finish studying 2 chapters today, and you write that down. Now you know that finishing these 2 chapters is going to take like 14 hours, and at the end of 10 hours, you're sitting there having studied a lot but still feeling like you've accomplished nothing because you didn't get the chance to strike that task off from your to-do list. So a better way to go about this is to break down one chapter into topics and subtopics and exercises. And as soon as you finish studying one topic, you can strike that off and feel like you've accomplished something. And that will motivate you to study the next topic with even more efficiency and concentration. And trust me, there is nothing that can match the satisfaction of striking a task from your to-do list. It's unparalleled, unmatched, pure joy. So my next tip for organizing your life is don't shit where you work. And not literally, I mean obviously also literally, but figuratively what I mean is you need to have a clean and organized workspace. And I know what you're thinking. Growing up, people used to say this to me all the time, that I need to have a clean environment to work in. And I always used to think that it's so stupid, like how can my surroundings affect how much work I get done, you know? But trust me, I learned this the hard way. A clean environment equals a clean mind. As cliched as it sounds, it's true. A clean space to work in not only increases your efficiency and productivity by like a million times, but it's also very convenient that anything that you need to work with is right there with you, and you don't need to waste your time looking for it in the hot mess of your room. So everyone always tells you that in order to organize your life, you need to have a clean and tidy workspace, but no one really tells you how. And in my experience, the most important thing to do if you want to go ahead with this is to have a designated place for literally everything that you own. You have your books, it goes on the bookshelf or in your backpack. You have your pens, it goes in the pen pot or in your pencil case. You have your clothes, it goes in the cupboard. You have your dirty clothes, it goes in the laundry basket or in some cases a chair. And what this does is it saves you so much brain power when you're cleaning your room, because you don't have to spend that extra time and energy into thinking where a particular thing goes, because you already know where it goes. It has a designated place of its own. You just need to pick it up and put it there. And it might sound really trivial, but it makes a huge difference. This is something that I've actually learned from my father. He always says that if you keep everything that you own back to its original place, you can even find a needle in the darkest of rooms. And I used to find this really annoying growing up, but now I've got to say, I 100% totally agree. So decluttering is very important to have an organized workspace, and having an organized workspace is very important to having an organized life. My next tip to stay organized is to have a routine. Brilliant, Zoya. Nobody would have thought that. Having a routine to organize your life? Genius. Anyway, I don't mean to have a very rigid routine that makes you act like a machine. We don't want that. But you've got to realize that not having a predictable schedule for your day can leave you feeling very stressed out and exhausted, because everything will be so chaotic, you'll never know where to start, and ultimately you will end up being very unproductive. Like, think about it. Why is it that you go to school, or used to go to school, stay there for 6 hours, sit in the exact same spot for 8 continuous periods, and somehow you still manage to thrive? That is because schools, or any organized institution for that matter, follow a particular routine that works for them. And it does get a little exhausting only because it's very rigid. But if you tone it down a little and apply it to your life, having a routine can do wonders for you. Just like everything that you own must have a designated place for itself, similarly, every task that you need to do must have a designated time for it. Studies actually show, it's not me saying this, studies show this. I've realized that using the phrase study show or research shows has a greater impact on people. So, research actually shows that having a routine can lead to reduced stress levels, increased productivity, a healthier sleep schedule, and it can really make you feel like time is working in your favor instead of the other way around. I'm a firm believer that you can make time for literally anything if you want to. Do you want to read for 2 hours every day? Is there a hobby that you're trying to get back to? A new skill that you're learning? You can find time for it if you want to, if only you schedule your day properly. Which brings us to my last point for today, which is to prioritize and strategize. You should be able to decide what tasks require your immediate attention and what can be postponed for the next day. What tasks require more of your time and what can be done relatively quicker. Set mini deadlines for yourself and always reward yourself in some way or the other after finishing a task. Like, tell yourself, if I finish studying this chapter properly, I'll go out for a walk and I will get an ice cream for myself. Or if I complete this task on time, I will treat myself by watching an episode of my favorite show. There should be something as an end goal that motivates you into finishing a particular task. And if there's a reward waiting at the end for you, you will do your work more quickly and more efficiently. Also, always remember to take breaks in between. You need to save yourself from a burnout as much as possible. You don't want to be turning into an extremely obsessive workaholic. Organizing things should not feel like a burden to you. It's supposed to make your life easier rather than harder. You don't want to be so caught up in finishing your work and chasing deadlines and doing chores and fulfilling your responsibilities that at the end of the day you realize that you haven't had a second to breathe. Ultimately, you should be your first priority. Your health and your well-being matters way before anything else. I know that our hyperproductive workaholic culture can sometimes make us feel like everyone else is ahead in the game and we need to catch up or we'll stay behind and lose. But you've got to realize that everyone works at their own pace and it's not necessary, totally not necessary, that your pace matches with the one next to you. So do things on your own time. I've learned this the hard way, but comparing your progress to literally anybody else's is just not worth it. And I think I might be deviating from the original topic a little bit here now, so I'm going to wrap up. I really hope you got to gain something useful from this video and it was not just another 10 minutes of motivational pep talk that I'm pretty sure you're bored of by now. Like this video if you found it informational. Comment down below and tell me if these tips work for you or if you have anything to add to them. Also, fun fact about me, I love all my subscribers in unhealthy amounts, so if you haven't subscribed yet, please do, because otherwise I hate you. And I will see you again in another video. Bye!